It's like
bit, which definitely gets
almost.
On this crossing route, and then a little bit of push there as pressure coming. McCarthy steps forward, and it's intercepted. Creates not all the pace on the football that he needs, and Byard gets it by Byard. Kevin Byard with some room to roll. Gets a couple blocks inside the third. I'm going to sink back. I'm going to get my width, and then I'm going to play off his eyes. Howard thinking touchdown. Play. Come up here and look. Going deep. For it all. And like a decent throw, but the length in the size of Nashawn Wright going up. So intercepted. Covers him up so easily. What a high point. Wow.
Hello and welcome everybody to another episode of Bearski Film. And I kind of wanted to start off today by, first off acknowledging Bears are 7-3, which is awesome, right? We haven't been 7-3 for a long time. At the beginning of the season, Carl had this prediction about, the Bears going like 1-5 or something. And, I told him like the quarterback wears the losses. Oh, well, what if he balls out? Well, fair or unfair, you wear the losses. David, same thing. Like when the quarterback plays like shit and the team wins, like you wear the wins, right? Like ultimately, it doesn't matter if it's fair or not. That win-loss record falls on the shoulders of the quarterback. 7-3 is great. I want to take you back. Like we do these Bears therapy shorts, right? David, I want to take you back to around the time when we met, when we were working together in 2011, when I can remember the exact moment. This is how fucked up I am from this situation. I knew exactly where I am. I could still picture it in my head. I was dating a new girl. I was at her uncle's house, surrounded by her family members that I do not know. And when Jay Cutler threw that pick six and ran that interception down and got the guy out of bounds, but injured his thumb, I was irrational, dude. I was irrational. I couldn't talk to anybody. I made a fool of myself in front of my new girlfriend's family. Dude, it was chaos. But that followed by a 1-5 finish to the goddamn season. Congratulations. We're 7-3. That's great. Dude, I put it in the description. Good, better, best. Like, we're not bad anymore. We're good. This thing needs to get a whole lot better, man. We're nowhere near the best. Have you seen what Josh Allen did? Those 6 fucking touchdowns? That guy still doesn't have a goddamn Super Bowl ring. Like, dude, we're talking about 50% completion percent. You almost got outplayed by J.J. McCarthy. I don't know, David. I told you. I'm probably going to be a little bit more livid than, like, here we go again. Dude, this needs to get better. If you do not want to be frauds, you said it like a week or two ago, David. If you do not want to be frauds, quarterback needs to step up his play. You know what happened in 2011? We lost the damn quarterback. That's why you went 1-5. Long-term wise, dude, defense and running game has carried you this far unexpectedly. Do you remember what Vegas's odds were at the beginning of the year? They tend to be right. Do you remember where the Bears were at, David?
6.5, 7.5?
I think they were 8.5.
No chance. Zero chance.
No?
Zero chance.
Okay.
It was 6. It was 7.5 at best.
Okay. So here we are at 7. Like, are you going to listen, this next game against the Steelers, I'm just laying it out there. This will be the last time you could get away with bullshit. After that, like the real test is there. It's there at the end of the season. You play some goddamn good teams at the end of the year, some teams that are competing for spots. And then the real test begins if you make the playoffs. Like, dude, like, that's what I mean. This is nice. I like this. I'm a Bears fan. This is so much better than 3-7 like we're used to. However, still, my expectations are higher than this. Like, dude, style points don't matter, but they do matter. I don't know. They do matter when it comes to longevity of the situation, when it comes to longevity outlook.
I'm glad you've gotten to where I'm at, but you're still pissed off about it. I'm like super okay with it because I don't see anything changing and I don't see it getting better personally. So It's a 10-win team minimum, I would say at this point, right? Not minimum. Let me say 9-win team minimum, right? So it's not an experiment. It's like the opposite of an experiment. Like, I don't know how anybody who says like you just kind of came into this year and seen what like I got this is a move along topic, right? Because I like to listen to Hogan Johns and all this stuff, and they're ranking things and talking about what's good on this team and what's bad. And is this a good team? Is this a not team? Like the Patriots have one more win than you do, and everybody has them as like top 3 Super Bowl favorites in the AFC, right? But they have just as equally as of a shitty of a schedule. They're winning in different ways. They turned it over really quickly. The difference, I think, for us, me and you, is the Patriots have dominated a few games. Like, they've actually came out and stomped on bad teams once in a while. This team is winning by the seat of their pants, fly by night, and it's fun. It's better than the opposite. But like, I don't know about you, man. I was sitting there watching the Cairo Santos field goal, and I still have like residual PTSD. And I was like, I'm okay with him missing it because I expect him to miss it. There's no, in my head, I was like, our luck has absolutely run out. It has absolutely run out. And I was there last week. If you're about to go into Pittsburgh or is it in Pittsburgh, I think, and it's a 20-20 game with a minute left and the Bears are kicking a field goal, I'm like, I'm going to sit there and be like, you can't possibly do it again. You can't possibly get that lucky again. And it might just be the chemistry of the team, I guess. I don't know. Like, it's just luck. I'm sorry to break it to people who can't comprehend. Like, you all are smart fans. Like, it's comprehensible, but it's just not sustained. It's just you've gotten to where I am, Paulie. Like, style points kind of matter. You have to do it in a different way eventually. You really do. You have to win in a different way. So, like, the comment, like, you're peaking at the right time. Middle of the season is the worst time to peak. It's absolutely the opposite of when you're supposed to peak.
Well,
that's
maybe for this situation.
Sure, but like, if you want to peak, like we said, there's one more extra level this team can go to. And it's still on the roster. And it's like, it's a mental side of Caleb Williams, right? It's a mental side of it. I'm waiting, Paulie, like people are waiting for this, for that. I'm waiting for Caleb Williams to get close to 75% completion for one game. Like, in the last 10 weeks, I think he was close in the Dallas game. Ever since then, it's like hovering 50 to 60%, right? So it's like, that's where I'm talking about. Like, I want to see, we're moving the conversation so differently already, right? It was, can this team be good? Can this team be successful? Can this team, like, whatever? Dude, the team itself is overperforming in every single possible way. We're now like penciling in playoffs, and it turns into an expectation change. And now people are like, I told you this was going to happen. No, the fuck you didn't. Stop it. Like, you did not predict an 11-12 win team and predict it this way. You predicted it with Caleb Williams passing for 4,500 yards. Like, let's pull up receipts. Nobody expected them to be winning this way. They're like number one in turnover differential. They're a top 5 running game, for fuck's sake. They have a top 5 offensive line. They have the seventh least pressures in all the NFL. Every aspect of this team that was supposed to be bad is actually good. And the best predicted teams of this team, the best predicted parts of this team, are doing bad. So it's like, no, this was a completely unpredictable. Is it fun? Abso-fucking-lutely. Am I preferring this to the worst? Yes, of course. Who doesn't want this? Everybody wants this. But you're not going to do this again next year. This is the NFL. You are not going to win 2 seasons worth, 3 seasons. You just talked about Josh Allen scoring 6 touchdowns and the guy can't get to a Super Bowl. You think you're gonna sustainably have Caleb Williams throw for 50%, no touchdowns, and like win games? And this is where you want your team headed? Cool. Enjoy this year. have higher expectations very, very soon. Very soon. Like, me and you are already past the point. It's frustrating. We're frustrated during wins. And the people are just not getting it. It's not about winning. Everybody's happy with the winning. But if you want to elevate the team, you need to get stronger in certain parts of this team.
I can explain this perfectly, right? So, like Crimson said, unless it isn't luck, right? So I kind of want to just hone in on that. So my issue is, and I'll get detailed, Crimson, right? Like, I'll answer it in a detailed manner. There's a moment in the game where you're up 6. And I'm just begging Caleb to just get us in field goal range. Just put us up 9. Put this thing away. And you don't. You don't. What do? You literally get it to a point where the kid that's played like shit all game finally has a good drive, because it's about damn time. Like, you only get so many opportunities. And when you get these opportunities to sit there and fully take control late in the game, you don't always do so. Now, there's been a lot of clutch moments from Caleb, this and that, but man, some of those are self-inflicted, right? So the best quarterbacks that I've seen in this league, and I understand it's year 2 of Caleb. Like, he still has the time to grow into the best quarterback. I get it. I hope it's going that way. But like 50% completion, no touchdowns, no picks, that doesn't scream progress to me from the quarterback position alone, right? Like, just honing in on the quarterback position alone. Man, it's hilarious to me, because I feed into this. I make the videos, man. I've made the Caleb videos this week because I know everybody's all excited about it, and that's what they want. Dude, I was listening to the radio where they were talking about comebacks. Everybody's on the comeback thing with Caleb. I was about to make a comeback Caleb video, right? But the truth of the matter is, you took a fucking kick return for 50 yards, and then you ran it 3 times. And Cairo Santos barely got it into the bottom left corner. Where's your comeback? Like, so I get that the narrative's out there, and but dude, the reality of the situation is the quarterback still needs to play better. If you guys want this thing to go where I want it to go and be a serious contender in this damn league year in and year out, that kid needs to improve. Like, that's just bottom line it, man. And like, I love being at 7-3. I love being number 1. But like, I was going to ask you this, David. 3 years ago, who was number 1 in the division in week 10? Like, it just won the Super Bowl, and people that played against them sometimes. Like, dude. So like, to be in number 1 in the NFC North.
Well, you're Mike. You're breaking up so badly. Yeah, your visual is hazy. Like, your face
take
is
it
hazy.
Over. Restart real quick.
Yep. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, it's fun. I don't know. Like, we got to stop thinking this is sustainable. I mean, anybody want to talk and chat, I'll answer questions, but it's not a hating. It's an expectation raising. Like, you guys all of a sudden are at 7 wins, and now it's like, this is a great team of destiny, and we're good, and everything, all the problems are fixed. Like, they're not. The problems aren't fixed. I want to go into the first round of the playoffs and actually think that we have a chance to win. So, I don't know, man. Like, I just don't think that this is necessarily sustainable. Like, you're not with the games you're winning. Like, drinking the Kool-Aid, I'm going through so like Crimson saying, how many games did Caleb play amazing? 7, because that's how many team wins this team has. Win number 1, Vegas, 22 for 37. That's 60%. No, 59%. 1 touchdown, 1 pick. That's the second win of the season. Commanders, 58%, 1 touchdown, 252. Next win, 20 for 32, 60%, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks. Oh, hold on, sorry. 15 for 26, 57%, 172, and a pick. Terrible game. Dog shit game. Lucky to fucking win. Ravens, don't need to talk about that one. It's not a win, but it's bad stats. Bengals, it's a shootout. 47-42, 20 for 32, 58%, under 60%. 3 touchdowns, no picks against the Bengals. Everybody's played well against the Bengals. Giants, 20 for 36, 55%, 1 touchdown. I mean, I can keep going. Amazing? To say it's amazing is an absolutely ludicrous use of the word amazing. I was commenting on Crimson's comment, Paulie, of Caleb playing amazing during the wins. And not a single game was above 60%. Not a single game had over 1 touchdown other than the Bengals game, which it's the Bengals. And then last game was 16 for 32, 50% right down the middle, 193. Okay, I'll reread your comment. How many games did Caleb play amazing? Is it 7? Implying that it's 7, because that's how many wins this team has. I read it perfectly fine. Maybe retype your comment in a more accurate way, because the incredibly accurate way to read that is how many games did Caleb play amazing? Question mark. Is it 7? Implying that it's 7 amazing games. That's what you're implying in that question, in that statement, because that's how many wins this team has.
Well, so like, you know, the Giants game,
whatever, dude. You're not implying. You're writing question. You're writing a comment. That's what you're writing.
So like the Giants game, that wasn't amazing. I mean, he came through at the end. He came through in the last 2 drives where it mattered most. He came through, and that matters a lot in this league, right? Like clutch moments matter more than anything else, and I totally credit that. But if we're talking about like complete games, I mean, what Dallas and then Cleveland, you could say those were the 2 games where where things were on point, right? But outside of that, like the defense and the running game has carried you. The defense and the running game has carried you. And when they weren't there, like against the 1-5 Ravens team, you couldn't get it done. So like, listen, there's still plenty of concerns. And for people who think that the narrative of like Caleb getting better is asinine for some reason, like, dude, we want him to get better so that this thing can be formidable and not relying on things that don't last. Like, we see defenses spike year in, year out, man. I mean, we're Bears fans. We know this about a defense and a running game. It doesn't keep making you the playoffs.
You're the best. 2018, you're the best defense in all the league. What is up with this weirdo chat? I don't get it. Very toxic chat today.
Yeah, whatever. So, StreamYard's got this thing where they broadcast, like, I don't know, there's like a little mobile icon now. I don't know, whatever. But so, dude, I brought up a year where we literally lived through this collapse. We were in this point and it collapsed. Like, so to sit there and pretend that like we're all good now, that's what's asinine, right? Like, we're better than we've been, and we've been terrible. Okay, we've just got out of the bad category, and you can now say that this team is good. Dude, there's still so much more to go. And it really, to me, focuses. I told you, the quarterback wears the wins, the quarterback wins the losses. God damn it, dude. Long-term success is going to be dictated by the quarterback play, period. Like, it just is what it is, man. And so
it's the NFL, man. Like, yeah,
dude, it's the NFL. It really is. Like, this could all be for nothing. And I know people don't want to hear that, and people don't want to believe that. No, yeah, Foster, you got it. Yes, we all need to see more. It has been nice. We are, 10 games into this new system. Oh, that is true. And so, we will win in due time, Crimson. Crimson, it's not you that upset David. I mean, I think since you banned him and removed some guy was saying some dirty sexual things about David. Man, I think that's what he was saying about toxic.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he meant you,
Crimson's
man.
Not the crazy chat. There was an
Yeah,
actual like toxic troll weirdo saying some weirdo stuff in the chat. That wasn't about
Yes.
Hogan at all.
No, dude. I mean, I do think that this thing is headed in the right way, better than the alternative, like I said. But I mean, damn it, dude. Like the Packers
Again,
were like I thought they would be. Like the Lions still have this thing. Like everybody realizes that, right? Like this is still their division. Dude, we might wind up with 9 wins too. Like we might still sniff the playoffs. Like I'm acting like we're there.
I'm genuinely like, that's the thing here. If there's any credit to be given, can I start? If we're starting with credit, it's all Ben Johnson. No, like it's Ben Johnson. Like the strongest part of this team is Ben Johnson because the culture's different, expectations are different. Like, and I mean, I say this when I first see a coach, and I kind of call it out, and I think we can kind of see it. Like Matt Eberflus was clearly an asinine coach, right? When we were talking about the week I called you on the highway, I knew exactly where we were. I remember it vividly and just being like, dude, this is absolute bullshit. These are grown men and you're giving them anagrams about hits principle and all this bullshit. And when it works, it's fine. It'll work. But these are grown men. I have a job. I'm not memorizing your stupid fucking hits principle. And then when it fails, you're going to be like, who the fuck is this clown asking me to like rah and team chant? And you called it on Matt Nagy when it was the first year. And you're like, dude, club dub. Are you fucking kidding me? Like club dub. You haven't won shit and you're having a club in the house. How about you win a Super Bowl and pop some champagne bottles? That's a club dub.
Shit was pathetic.
It was pathetic. This is different. I bring those up. I bring those up saying it's different because I like his energy. I do like the enthusiasm. I do like the crazy rah stuff at the end of games. But during games, he's a psychopath. He wants to win. That's his only goal. It's nice to have him win. I think we've seen enough from Ben Johnson to know that he's not delusional about how it's happening. He's kind of drinking the Kool-Aid where he's like, man, Caleb is really bailing us out of these moments and this and that. It's cool. It's fun. It's not good enough. Like, it just isn't. And I hope he can kind of reel that in over a next year or two. That's where the credit is due. Because the credit goes to offensive line being like maybe the most, I would say from beginning of the preseason to the current state of the season, one of the most consistent running games in all of football and the things that you trust all in the NFL the most is like the Bears to run the ball and be a physical dominant running game, which was, I mean, we did a show predicting it was a bottom 5 running game. We did a show predicting it was a bottom 10 defense.
Yeah, right. No, for real.
The one area that this team has
on the defense, you could have told me on the defense and the turnovers. Like I could have bought into that. The running game, no, I never in my life would I believe it. Sorry, keep going. My bad.
No, like that's fine. And I'm listening to Hogan Johns and Adam Hogue is on there going like, next time somebody tells you that the Bears aren't a good team, give them these stats: that they're a top 5 running attack, they're a top 5 turnover margin team, they're a top 5 sack prevention team. At no point, and I'm waiting for him to say something about the quarterback position. And it just never came, right? And again, it's different systems, it's different things, it's all that stuff. Paulie, I'm going to give you 2 blind statistic lines, okay? 22-39 yards, 13 touchdowns, 4 picks, okay? 21-51, 13 touchdowns, 6 picks. Sound pretty close? One of them is Caleb Williams. One of them is Mac Jones. Right? These guys are working with completely different things other than the coach, right? I mean, it's Christian McCaffrey. It's no receivers. It's a mediocre offensive line. It's just, I would like Caleb to be at least sniffing Daniel Jones territory statistically this year. Like somewhere near the Sam Darnold territory. I mean, anything. Jared Goff is still 2490, 21 touchdowns, 4 picks this year. I don't know, man. Again, if you want to be scary in the playoffs, you want to actually compete. Yes, the playoffs are nice. Me and Paulie have a very different expectation of the playoffs. If you want to be a first-round bounce out, great. That's what you'll be if you play like this. When you play a good team, it'll be closer to the Ravens game than it is the rest of these games. It's going to be, 23-24 against teams like the Raiders, teams like the Giants, teams like, name a team that we've beaten. But when you're playing the Eagles in the first round, dude, when you're playing the Rams in the first round and it's 34-14, and these are playoff teams, I don't know, man. You need the quarterback to have a shootout.
Yeah.
So,
no, I hear it. And so when I look at this whole thing, it's like I said, I'm happy where we're at 7-3. My expectations have already been achieved, right? So like I have my ice cream. I just want the cherry on top now. Like a playoff appearance is, in my opinion, like the maximum you could have possibly gotten out of this roster. And like it even being a possibility at this point right now is very nice, right? But dude, when I look at this thing, it's just there's certain things about it. You need it to run through the quarterback. I mean, I can't say this enough. Now, when I look at Caleb, you want some good stats about Caleb? I have some. Like, I think Rodgers led the league in touchdown to interception ratio. I think Caleb is currently on a better pace than Rodgers over his career, which is nice. Like, that's good. You don't throw picks. That's a good thing, right? Like, cool. Another thing is Caleb is one of the best quarterbacks at avoiding pressure. When the pressure is there, he is very good at running away from it and avoiding it. He statistically one of the better quarterbacks in the league that does that. Great. Like, that's good. Dude, 68 sacks last year. What do you have this year right now? I think you're at 15, 16. Dude, I think I predicted 40. And when I predicted that, I was like, that's too much still. Good. You clean that up. Like, good. There have been steps taken forward. I'm not delusional and saying, oh, he's trying. No, there's been some progress. What I'm saying, though, is like when it comes to consistent play in this league, game in, game out, and expectations, like what do you expect out of Caleb this next week? Same thing you expected, like you said, in week 2, week 3 right now. It's kind of like 2 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. Like that's his game right now. Week in, week out. That doesn't cut it long term in this league when it comes to facing the best talent, right? You're not in control of your schedule. You can only beat the teams on your schedule and everything like that. But when you get to the playoffs, it is all of the best talent. So, like, dude, right now, if this team does anything in the playoffs, it's going to be because, one, Caleb took a fucking step forward and started playing a lot better consistently. Or 2, because you're going to get lucky. You're going to hope to get 3 or 4 turnovers. So, like, I mean, I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Prometheus is like asking a really good question in the chat, and it's not directly to answer. We're either lucky as hell or Johnson knows what he's doing. It can be a little bit of both. Can it not be a little bit of both? You're lucky as fuck, and Johnson's doing a good job. Like where me and Paulie stand is if, and it's so winning masks so many odors that even fans cannot see through a win to see that there's stuff to improve, right? Like because you're winning, you're 7-3, you're first in the division, which ask a fan 3 weeks ago and they're just like, nah, that'll never happen. Don't worry about it. It's just nice that we have 5 wins. It's just nice that we have 4 wins. And so like what me and Paulie are saying is like our expectation levels rise with the success of the team. You guys are like saying, well, it's good enough and we're happy. And so stop asking questions. Just let us be happy. Let us have our thing. And it's like, yeah, no, we're letting you have it. Like, for sure. Like, we let you have it. You get to have whatever the fuck you want. You do what you want with the wins. Have fun. But if you can sit there in a win against the Vikings and be okay with exactly 50% completion, 150 yards, no touchdowns, no picks, and you're like, but it was a win, then I have no answers for you. I can't say anything to you that can convince you. Because in your head, like, honest to God, and I hate saying his name, just put Justin Fields back on the fucking team. Because the rest of the team is doing its job. Just throw that fucking guy on the team. Do you guys not understand that there's a standard with I want to compete in the playoffs. The playoffs are within reach now. I want to actually compete there.
Dude, and so like when we did have Justin Fields and we're sitting there criticizing that and everybody's like, what's wrong with you guys? This and that. Dude, I'll tell you right now, Caleb is light years ahead of Justin Fields.
Unequivocally better than Justin Fields.
Light years ahead of Trubisky.
Yeah.
100%. Still
like
not
10x,
good enough.
10 times.
Still not good enough. Still not good enough. Like, that's why, like, when we're talking about those guys, it's just like, wait, no, this is way not good enough, guys. And it still sounds crazy back then, right? So, like, dude, it's got till the end of next year to really pan out and prove itself when it comes to the quarterback position alone. I hope they win along the way, dude. You know me. If we get into the playoffs and we just get lucky and win a Super, I'm loathing it. I will love it. I don't care. Like, to me, that's all that matters, right? But
Caleb Williams could be Trent fucking Dilfer for all I care.
But yeah, exactly. But what we're talking about is like, okay, but like, so from our point of view now, like likelihood, what is the best chance you have to make the Super Bowl? It's not to get lucky. It's to have your fucking quarterback ball out. Like, oh, you see this with all the other teams, dude. The great teams in this league have great quarterbacks. It just is what it is. And so, like, there's nothing wrong with wanting your number one overall pick to be a great quarterback. That's the expectation, man. And like, so, dude, the real test is coming. Like I said, you might be able to squeak away for one more week against this Pittsburgh team. After that, I don't believe you can continue this type of streak. And I, you know, we said this too, or at least I said it. For me, coaching won't let you sink to the bottom. Like when Eberflus was here and he had his 3 wins. Oh, but they're rebuilding. No. Good coaches. Fucking, what's his name? Sean Payton went to the Broncos when they were supposed to be the worst team. And all of a sudden, they're not. Like, good coaching will save you from the bottom. This part's on the players right now. This part's on the players to be good enough. And then when you get to the playoffs, coaching can help you win games in the playoffs. But like this whole middle part right now, no, this is on the players. This is why I want Caleb to fucking start leading the charge, man. It is not an asinine request to have. Dude, I made a short of you like a week or two ago. You're like, I'm sorry if my expectation includes Caleb being good. Like, really fucking good. Yeah, dude, mine too. Guys, he's got to play better. I love the wins. I'll take the wins. But you cannot sit there and tell me you are satisfied with a 50% completion percentage
with no touchdowns.
And no touchdowns, no picks. Like, you just can't. You can't logically make that a case for that week in and week out. You can make it for this week. You can say, yeah, but we won this week. Okay, but dude, that will not last. And it's got to change, man. It's got to change, or else it's gonna bite. It's gonna bite just like 2011 bit. I'm telling you, I remember exactly where the fuck I was. Like, dude,
it's gonna bite.
I don't want to relive that.
Bit. You're not this veteran team that like. It's so funny. I'm reading all the comments little by little, right? And it's just like going back a few. And it was one of the comments from before, real quick, just before we do the more modern comments is, I can't believe the Chiefs don't get this criticism when they're 500. They have 4 fucking rings. They get to figure it out. They get to have a bad struggle. They get to have a bad year. Like, well, nobody's questioning them when they're winning games in ugly ways. Yeah, because they have fucking rings on every finger on a fist. The fuck are you talking about? You're flying by the seat of your pants. You're blowing expectations out of the water on a mediocre team right now who's 7-3 in a shitty NFC, and you're like, well, we deserve just as much credit as the Chiefs. Get the fuck out of here. It's the Chiefs. It's insane to say that comment. Comparing the Bears to the Chiefs is one of the most ridiculous comparisons. It's like comparing Tom Brady to fucking Mac Jones, like Vince Young to Michael Vick. Like, what are we talking about? And then, like, imagine having healthy DBs. But apparently, based on everybody else's perspective, it doesn't matter. The defense is playing above expectations.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Imagine helping. So what would you have? More than a top turnover ratio? You already have the top turnover ratio. So are you saying that we should be
what more do you want?
Are we? Yeah, like we should be beating teams if we had Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon by 20 thanks to 2 touchdowns on defense per game? Like, no, it's just not going to happen. How do you actually beat teams? How do you actually beat teams by 14 points a game? You need to put up points. You do it by the quarterback throwing touchdowns.
They are 25th plus in a lot of categories. Maybe they would improve overall a little bit in those categories. Overall,
it's the number one turnover ratio team. Like, what more do you want from these people? It was a bottom 10 predicted defense. This is one of the most rational comments. Like, Caleb is capable of being a top 5 QB. Flash is absolutely correct. It's not this year. Absolutely not. And has to stop playing hero ball. If he looks more like Jared Goff by the end of next year, absolutely. He'll be better. Less than 50% completion percentage is not on everybody else on the team. It's on him. It's an individual stat. I'm sorry. It just is. You could dump off 4-yard bullshit like completions in a panic moment and get your completion percentage up. He's trying to make big play after big play after big play. What we're talking about, the comeback Bears. Dude, you came back because you had to, because you gave up the lead with 1 minute left last game. It's not the comeback Bears. You were leading the entire game. Let me reiterate. The entire game, you led the game. You gave it up with a minute left, and then you came back. And you're the comeback. And then you're going to throw out a statistic about how the Bears come back. You don't need to come back.
I'm gonna make videos about it.
If you can score a field goal, if you can score a field goal even, if you can score 2 field goals while up, it's not even a close game.
Like I said,
what are you?
The quarterback's going to wear the wins. The quarterback's going to wear the losses. But you can still be rational enough to be like, literally, end of the game kick here, end of the game kick against Washington, block kick against the Raiders. I mean, you're talking about 3 kicks. This could be
that have nothing to do with the quarterback.
Nothing to do with the quarterback.
But it's like, and then, you can say like Caleb needs to improve. Dude,
but all 7 games we won.
We were going to be patient. We were going to be patient with Caleb. It's week 13. Tick fucking talk. Tick talk.
300 yards and 4 touchdowns against Brian Flores. Flex, I got to tell you, like me personally, my number 1 team in the NFC this year was Tampa. I still really like Tampa. And that does not stop Josh Allen from going out there and balling the fuck out. Like, Brian Flores, great. I get it. Dude, J.J. McCarthy had a trash game and almost beat you. It's his 5th game. Like, that can't happen. Like, that's got nothing to do with Brian Flores. Like, dude, that's got everything to do with your offense stalling out. Like David said, dude, just get 3 points. 3 points, like 5-6 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Just get your team in field goal position. You couldn't do that. Like, that would have totally put the game away. Dude, I don't know, man.
J.J. McCarthy, this is a great comment because J.J. McCarthy had one of the worst games a quarterback could possibly play, and he almost outplayed Caleb Williams. Statistically.
Yep.
On paper, if you just put their stats side by side, like in terms of almost winning the game for the goddamn team, if it wasn't for Devin Duvernay, J.J. McCarthy is the winner of the game. He led a comeback drive. Guys, you are
Comeback
a little
kid.
bit lucky.
Ice in
You're
his
a
veins.
little bit lucky. You are a little bit lucky. Come to terms with that. It's fun. There's a little bit of team morale improvement. There's definitely some team structure improvement. There's definitely an expectation level had been raised. Like Ben Johnson is just doing a great job. All of it's true. You're also lucky as fuck this season. It's all possible. It's all accurate. So just come to terms with it and just expect more then. Like, do you want to be a first round bounce out? Like, are you going to be just like, yeah, well, we had 11 games, and so next year we're going to have 12 because we're awesome. Like, no, the results are not following what the statistics are, and the statistics are not following what the results are. You're 7-3 with a great defense that should have been bad. Not great, opportunistic. We'll say that. A great offensive line, a great running game, and and a generally bad offense, a mediocre offense. So it's just not sustainable. Like, this is not how you win games against good teams in the future and in the playoffs. And you're going to go against Pittsburgh, and they're a mediocre team, and you're going to get to 8-3 probably, and everybody's just going to tell us how wrong we are again. But very good. Black Friday game is going to tell you everything you need to know. Absolutely. It's Philadelphia. It's Chicago on Black Friday on a short week.
Yeah,
and guess what? You're probably going to be like, it's going to be a 17-13 game. Who wins? I don't know. But like, the team is scrappy and it's fucking decent. But if you were a little bit stronger in one area of the game, I would actually give the nod to the Bears. You're this close to being favored in most of your games. It's just, if your quarterback position was better, you would be favored in most of your games, and you'd be a scary fucking team in the playoffs. But you're just not doing it. And so you're not going to be there.
You're not there. But I mean, you're like trying to knock on that door. You're trying to. You are. And so, like, you know, it's interesting because when we lost the games, David, every excuse was pulled out, right? Like, oh, the running game, oh, the defense, right? And you're winning the games now. Well, you had a coach come in here and elevate the shitty parts of your team to actually be not even average, like playing way above expectations, right? But like, Caleb wears the wins just like he wears the losses. Dude, kid needs to fucking go out there and play better, man. Like, I don't know what else to tell people. Like, you're carrying him right now. You're kind of carrying him right now. It's not a good plan for long-term success. And everything's there. Everything's there for him to be able to get better. Like,
which was good enough at the beginning of the season. And everybody told us to wait till like week 10, week 12. It's week 13. So, like, unless he comes out against Pittsburgh and goes 75%.
Week 11?
Oh, dude.
We're 7-3.
With a
bye. 7-3 with a bye week. So week 12. Okay, sorry.
Hold on. Week 12. Sorry, week 12. I said week 13. I'm sorry. Off by a week. So we're on week 12. If the guy doesn't come out and start going above 50% and throwing like 2 touchdowns, dude, like, are our standards so low? Or is everybody's standards so low that they can't understand what we're asking for?
It's not much. I would love to expect 250 and 2 touchdowns. If we could just
from
get there,
first overall pick,
yeah,
from a first overall pick
at the end of year 2,
and a collective 7 first-round picks on your offense.
I don't think that's unreasonable.
7 first-rounders on your offense, and a first overall quarterback with the best offensive mind in football and the best running game in football, or a top 5 running game in football. And we're just like, shut up, we're winning. It's like, all right, cool, man. All right, I guess I'll just shut up and be okay with fucking 24-23
We are riding the leg of Cairo Santos to the goddamn Super Bowl, Dave. I mean, come on, for real, right? Like, so, yeah. This thing, and dude, I love it because I've tried to play this like mediator role a lot this season, right? Because I know how people feel, and I know that we're probably one of the only shows that no matter what the results are, like people say we're negative. No, the results are really good right now. Shorty asked me, like, when will you be satisfied? God damn it, when this shit pans out like it's supposed to, when we are a serious playoff contender. Like, that is what you want to be year in, year out.
Give me 2 out of 5 games where he looks great. Give me 3 out of 4. Give me 3 out of 4.
And it needs to
one
repeat.
quarter of the season.
I don't know, man. Like, there's still ways to go. We are not bad. I will say this is a good team. God damn it, it needs to get better. And if you want to talk about good, better, best, you are nowhere near what the best in this league are at right now. Right?
You're
like, dude,
you're the first team in the NFC North, and you're not even in like top 15 power rankings. Like, teams below you in your division are above you in power rankings. And I don't disagree.
Yeah, Carl sent me a text saying, how can you justify, like, essentially trolling him for his prediction of Detroit coming in 4th this year? Because it's still fucking crazy. Like, what are you talking about? They had one bad week? They had one bad week? Like, this is still their division. Dude, we have taken a good leap forward this year. We have, but not where it matters most. Right?
No,
like, this
that's
is
the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem. And I think you hit the nail on the head when you said all credit due to Ben Johnson. Yes, this is Ben Johnson's portfolio right here. Like, this has been a coaching staff success, in my opinion. Like, I think they've done an amazing job, right? Like, there's some things I disagree with. You can get specific, you can get, picky or whatever. Overall, they have done a great job with this roster this year. The quarterback needs to step it up, though. Like, both things are totally true at the same time. Like, guys, Caleb needs to play better. And like,
okay,
soon.
And this
soon.
is a guy from a bad team that most people do not like. If you just insert and swap the players, Justin Herbert for Caleb Williams,
I would do it in an instant.
Like, would this team be better? Like, instantly. Yeah. Instantly, it would be a better team. Is it not just obviously instantly a better team? And Justin Herbert's playing badly on a team that's like performing badly. And in my brain, just watching football, I just know he's better. And he would do better here. So I love Caleb. I really do hope that he figures it out in a year, but he's my favorite quarterback we've had in the last like 5.
He might go down. I mean, dude, like, Jay Cutler is the best quarterback we've had in our history. Like, Caleb's got all the opportunity in front of him.
I like Caleb better than I fucking like Jay Cutler at this point.
Yeah, me too. No, I like just even attitude and demeanor wise and whatnot. Yeah. There's a lot to like about the kid, right? There's also a standard of play that needs to be reached. There's a lot to like about Jared Goff. He's a nice guy too. And like, it wasn't good enough for the Rams, and they cut him so they could win a Super Bowl. I know it's hard to hear for the Lions fans out there. They still haven't won with him. You're stuck believing you can do what Sean McVay knew he couldn't. Right? Like, so okay, go ahead. Ride that out. You're a good team. Like, you're on top now, but like, I don't believe in it. Because at the end of the day, Jared Goff has done nothing but not come through in the moments, in the opportunities where the games have been the biggest, right? So, dude, it takes a lot. It takes a lot in this league, and any team can spike, any team can get lucky year in, year out. I mean, I'm talking about sustained long-term success, game-to-game expectations. Like, what's Caleb at right now? Like 220 yards a game average? We're not asking for it to get like. People are like, oh, who's throwing 4 touchdowns against Brian Flores? We're not 4 touchdowns. He threw none. Like, let's start with 2 a game. Let's start with 2 a game would be nice to expect. Right now, I expect 200 yards and 1 touchdown. And sometimes we don't even get that.
The funny thing is that Caleb isn't exactly the position of every statistical category that I would expect him to be. He's 13th in yards. He's 20th in touchdowns. He is top 5 in interceptions, which is that's impressive, right? Give him credit for that. He's not turning the ball over very much. But it's just kind of he's pretty good at rushing the ball, but again, it's exactly where I expect him to be. It's just kind of not good enough. Like guys like Trevor Lawrence are above him. It's just I expected better than that. I don't know.
You know what? You know he's number 1 in, David? He's number 1 in people being drafted 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And so to be here and there is not fucking good enough for being drafted number 1. Like, guys, real expectations. Like, this is the capital you spent on the kid. If
multiple years of first round picks,
you would have been better off trading that pick back. If this is
getting
what we're
Drake May.
Yeah, totally right. Oh, that would have been so
Bo
terrible,
Nix.
right?
Fuck, like
that's what I mean. So, like, no, you drafted this kid to be fucking special. Right? He's gotten better from last year when the asinine coaching staff was here, but consistently week in and week out, though, man.
Paul, you remember when this guy was supposed to be the franchise savior, and now he's just like the franchise manager?
Yeah, like I said, you're kind of dragging him.
Yeah, all right.
You're dragging him through
game prediction. It's game prediction for next week, right? And this is where like me and Paulie are like annoyed. I get to just say the same shit every week, and I'm gonna be close to being right, and I'm gonna be close to being wrong. And I have a win against Pittsburgh, regardless of Aaron Rodgers or not, 20-17.
Yeah, I have 23-13.
That's a huge win.
Yeah.
You're assuming Aaron Rodgers is not playing, huh?
Yeah.
I think he's playing. I think it's gonna be 20-17.
Okay. In that case,
if he's playing, it might be 21-20 Pittsburgh. Like he's gonna
sure he's playing at on 3 or 4 points. But yeah, dude, I just like and for I saw a comment like, oh, I wish he played. Yeah, you know, part of me wants that revenge too. Part of me wants to stick it to him. Part of me wants to be like, we own you, Aaron Rodgers. But then there's a part of me that's like, if you give this man one more fucking opportunity to stab me, he's gonna stab me dead. Last thing I want is a fucking loss against Aaron Rodgers right now. Like, fucking better off sitting him on the bench. I could give a fuck about the revenge. No,
that's
dude, I want
Bears fandom in a nutshell, dude. That's Bears fandom in a nutshell. Completely irrational, emotional. Let's have a bunch of dudes that never played against. He's been in the league 22 years or whatever. I want to get him back with a bunch of guys that were like 6 years old when he fucking beat me for the first time and I was watching TV. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about Aaron Rodgers playing. I want to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers and get to 8-3. I want to get to 8-3. I don't give a fuck about Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is fucking done after this year. I don't give a fuck. Don't give me your personal like vendetta against Aaron Rodgers because he hurt your feelings 5 years ago when you watched him in the playoff. What?
Yeah.
Like you're talking out of two sides of your mouth so bad. Where you're like, Caleb rocks and we rock and we are in the playoffs. But also, I want to get back at Aaron Rodgers. No, be logical and rational about football or don't be. But don't tell me you're both. Right. I don't give a fuck about Aaron Rodgers. I don't give a fuck about getting revenge. I want to play the worst quarterback on the Pittsburgh Steelers and I want to get a win.
Yeah, we're barely winning these fucking games. Barely winning them.
That's what I want. I want to win.
I don't need another option.
You can call me a hater. Okay. Like, I'm fucking rational. I'm not hating. I want to win. I want to be 8-3. I have no interest in draft picks. Get us to 10, 11 wins as fast as humanly possible. And put Aaron Rodgers on the fucking bench. He can come back next week. I don't give a fuck.
And I'll leave everybody off with this. Enjoy it right now. Enjoy it next week when we're 8-3.
Yes.
And then it's do or die after that. I'm telling you. It's
Black Friday is going to be
so like enjoy these next 2 weeks. That one comment, Black Friday will dictate it. Hell yes, that is when you face a team that's got some real expectations.
Oh my God. It's going to be the perfect test because that's the cream of the crop in the NFC.
That'll help a lot. A lot. So thank you everybody for watching. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate your time. Go there's Caleb. Quarterback. Come on. It's not unreasonable. And don't sit there and watch us folks struggle and drag this kid along and pretend it isn't happening. I want that in everybody's head when they're watching, man. Because like just call it for what it is. Call the spade a spade. Like, yeah, you gotta get better. Thank you, everybody.
Ready, throw. Good protection. Lines it up for DJ Moore to the end zone. Touchdown! Take the shotgun snap. Late pressure fired. Ball him. Ball is out of